Now with us an American guest for a change. He's my neighbor, he's also my friend, I would say. I don't know if he's my true friend, we'll find out. But anyway, his name is John Andersen, and I invited him because I think he might have something interesting to tell us, since he's a traveler, and travelers have always something to tell other people about their adventures and stuff. So John, thank you for being here today, and welcome to the French-American television program.
Thank you.
Well, it looks like you're ready to go again to sea.
That's right.
You look rested, and you look tanned, and
I'm definitely rested.
And
a whole year off, yeah.
A whole year?
Yeah.
Oh, to celebrate your year.
Yeah.
1 year off.
That's right.
What did you do for a year? Just hang around?
I enjoyed my hometown of San Francisco. I've never enjoyed it so much.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You discovered a few things that you never
all the
took
great
the time?
restaurants and all the entertainment, and it was really, really nice. But I'm anxious to go back to sea.
Okay, well, you have a good glow on your face here. You look healthy. Okay, well, you say you're a seafarer. Does that mean, what is that? Does that mean as a person who travels by sea? Is that it?
Well, it means a person who earns his living or earns their living by going to sea.
Okay. Okay, so how long have you been doing that? I mean, how long have you been on the ship,
well,
on and off?
I've been on and off ships probably since I was 18. And
really?
When I was in the Coast Guard, the American Coast Guard. And then down through the years, I would go off on different adventures, and that picture that you have in your hand there.
It's a little small, I don't know if we can show it, but anyway, it looks like an old ship from the 1700s, but it still exists, I suppose.
1600s, yeah.
1600, and it still exists?
Yes, it does. Well, it's a replica of the ship that Sir Francis Drake used to sail around.
And you have been on it?
Yes, I helped sail it to Japan from San Francisco.
Why, Japan bought it?
No, the James Clavell novel Shogun was being filmed in Japan.
And they needed the ship?
They needed that ship and the scenery, yeah.
I see. So you were one of the crew member, I would say?
That's right. I was the engineer. There's a little known fact about that ship that it does have an engine deep inside. And
oh, really?
It's not supposed to be so well known.
Right, because it's an old ship.
Yeah. Yeah, and they have exhaust pipes that exit on either side of the ship, so when the ship is being filmed, the exhaust goes to the opposite side.
Okay, to be an engineer on a ship, you have to study something, or you learn on your hands-on kind of things?
Well, yeah, that's just what my
title
specialty is. Yeah, being always being like machinery and fixing it. So
you learned.
As the years go by, then you amass this big store of knowledge, and then someday somebody.
This must have been fascinating to be on such a very old-time ship. I mean, it looks like a ship that you see on the Vikings kind of movie, or
no, it's a little more modern than that.
A little bit more.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe inside it's a bit more modern.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk maybe about what happened while you travel. I mean, if you've been on and off for 11 years, you must have something to tell us. I mean, so.
Yeah, well, that ship there was built for the American Bicentennial.
Yes.
For 1976, and then the company would rent it out for various movies, and it was used for a pirate movie in Mexico. And then in 1979, when I heard about the opportunity to travel on this particular ship, I went over and applied for the job. And
so it's built lately. It's not built in the 60s.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
It's just a replica.
In the 70s, it was built. Right, it's a replica. Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
And so you went first to Japan.
Right. It was 65 days sailing from San Francisco to Japan, which is a very long time. And a modern ship takes 10 days to get there.
So this is much slower, much leisure.
Very slow. Yeah, very slow.
It's like almost being on a cruise.
Well, yeah, it's definitely a cruise, but this ship, they tried to design it the way the original was, but there were no plans, no drawings, no models. All they had to go on was this impression left in the mud in England where the original ship sank and rotted away, and they took the measurements off that. And there were artist renditions of that ship, so they tried to make a replica from very limited information.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
So they tried to use the same kind of material, or?
Same kind of material, and there's part of the ship's structure that's called a deck beam, and they used English oak for that, and they were about 12 inches by 12 inches, and you couldn't stand up down below.
We just had a guess,
we would hit our heads a lot on those heavy English oak deck beams, and it hurt a lot.
Wow. because we just had a guest previously to you, and she was talking about restoration of old houses, and they would use the same material. And we forgot to mention that they would not use modern material to restore old houses. So this ship was made in the
as much as possible.
As much as possible with the same material as it was in the old days. Okay, and so.
Sure, I can tell you. You know, we had a film crew with us from the journey to from San Francisco down to Los Angeles.
Right.
And they filmed just everyday living on board the ship. And then we caught, there's currents that cross the ocean farther south there, that it makes it easier for ships like that to sail and float in the current.
So you appeared briefly on the movie, probably.
I never saw the film, so I don't know.
Oh,
yeah, it was to be a documentary, and it's kind of the promotional aspect of the Shogun series that was appearing. So they show that a few months ahead of time to get the public interested. But I wasn't around when they were showing that, so.
Oh, so you don't know if you're in it?
I don't know.
Okay. So, and then, how many countries have you been through? I mean, in 11 years.
Well, seeing as how I live on the West Coast here, mostly I go to Asia. And in this particular film, it was just Japan, and down the coast in Japan, a very small city that very few people had ever met Americans or foreigners. And it was very nice. I mean, I'm just an everyday person, but I had my autograph. I had to give out my autograph to people.
Really?
Oh, that was.
May they make you feel very important?
People waiting outside of the hotel room for anybody to give them their autograph. It's kind of interesting.
Right. You mean Asian people wanted your autograph?
Yeah.
Did they think you were a TV star?
Yeah, well, this strange ship sailing into this remote Japanese town where no one had really seen foreigners, it's very surprising, you know, and we had big crowds of people around the ship all the time. And,
oh, yeah.
And as we stayed there longer, of course, the novelty wore off. But
well, I was raised also in a very small town, and one time there was an American ship, and I know it was really an event, and everybody went and visited it, and we were all fascinated by it.
What kind of ship was that?
It was a ship with the medical doctors in it.
Oh, yeah.
And I forgot the name of that ship, but I know it was a medical ship. I mean, it was from town to town.
I see.
And I think they did give some medical services because, you know, some remote areas sometimes don't have too many doctors.
That's interesting, yeah.
Okay, so I don't know if that ship still exists. I mean, it was probably a mission to
Probably
help.
a mission, yeah.
Okay, and...
well, going across, interesting story, going across, there was a storm, and it was about 6 a.m., and all of a sudden we hear the cry, man overboard, and we all ran up on deck. There are different watches on the ship at different times, so the watch down below woke up with this cry, man overboard, all hands on deck. So we ran up, and one of the sailors on deck had fallen over the side, and it was a little rough, and we could see him drifting back there.
Oh.
And
you mean he fell completely off?
All over the side, yeah.
Oh my God.
And so there's an instrument that hangs from the stern of the ship. It's called a taffrail log, and it measures in a crude way how far the ship travels through the water. It's a rope with a little propeller on it.
And you were trying to get him to catch it?
Well, someone shouted at him to catch the taffrail log, and he grabbed it, and so he was being towed behind the ship. And so we pulled in some of the sails, and as we slowed down, and we pulled this rope in, and he came in. And he was kind of a wild guy, but
he
after
was
that...
saved?
Yeah, he was saved, yeah. After that experience, he became very quiet, and became a lot nicer person after that experience, yeah.
Well, because it was life-threatening experience.
Sure, yeah.
Changes a person.
But some of the best times out there were when we would stop in the middle of the afternoon, and just completely calm Pacific Ocean, just hardly any
noise,
just like glassy, and we'd all jump over the side and go swimming.
Wow.
Yeah, and I'd put on a mask, a swimming mask and fins, and swim around under the ship, and you could look up and you could see the ship just suspended in this blue liquid, just slowly rolling like this, you know. And it was
you were not afraid of big animals or big
sharks and things? No. I think they tend to stay near islands where the fish are.
There was no fish
food.
there.
No, there aren't too many fish out in the middle of
the ocean itself.
Yeah.
I see. So it's very safe to get in there. I mean,
it was safe for us. So you always have somebody watching, you know.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
You have to have that. So
I see. And besides Asian, when you say you go to Asian countries, Korea,
Korea, Hong Kong, Taiwan, Singapore.
and over the years have these cities changed, or they are about the same, or?
Well, those cities that I go to on now, I go on merchant ships. Of course, where the ships go that I am aboard, these are very large ports, and these ports are influenced by Western civilization. So they all have buses and traffic jams and smog, just like any other big cities. There are other smaller ships called feeder vessels that bring small amounts of cargo. Now, I would be interested to go on those, but those are all foreign flag ships, and
They move too much too, right? I mean, you're not stable on the big ocean with it.
what do you mean?
I mean, the smaller the ship is, the more it moves on the water, no?
Sure, but that doesn't bother me.
Oh, don't make you vomit. And...
No, it doesn't make me sick. I don't get seasick.
Oh, good.
No.
Okay.
No,
I get seasick.
my father was a sea captain. His father was a sea captain, so, you know, it's in my genetic code not to get seasick.
Because I get seasick even on a little boat, you
Oh,
know.
yeah.
Some people are very...
No, storms are exciting to me.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah.
You mean if there's a storm, you find that very challenging, and
Sure, you step outside and watch it a little
and
bit.
there's a rain on you and all that, like you see in the movies. And
Sure. But ships are so big now that, you know, you might see, in very rough weather, you might see waves come up over the bow, but usually the accommodations where we live on board the ship are up high enough that there's no problem.
right, and you can really withstand everything. And the living quarters are very small in the ship, right? I mean,
On that ship, that 16th century ship, yes, but not modern ships.
modern ships, you have like maybe a room.
Oh, sure, we have a room. The accommodations are getting nicer because they're reducing the size of the crews, and so
Enlarging the size of the rooms.
That's right, yeah.
Which
And
is
there's
good.
air conditioning, and there are.
How much at a time does a person who live on a ship stays on a ship?
4 months at a time.
1 month, then you take a break for a month, and then go back home.
Well, no, 4 months straight, but you know,
4 months, you said.
Yeah, 4 months. Yeah.
4 months,
4 months,
on
yeah.
a ship.
Yeah, but you
So
go to
you have
different
several
ports.
stops then.
Sure.
I see. And then you take a break for a month, and then go back on.
No, maybe 3 months.
3 months break.
3 or 4 month break.
Wow, that's a big vacation.
Yeah, but you work 7 days a week and 10 or 11 hours a day.
So
12 hours a day.
So you really need that break.
Oh, sure. You're very tired when you decide to come home.
Wow.
Yeah.
Are you paid by the number of hours, or you usually
It's
by
a union. It's a union
kind of
contract, so
things?
it's by
I see.
hours. Yeah.
Wow. Okay, and you still enjoy it even now? I mean, do
Oh,
you,
I enjoy it. Yeah.
you
See,
I mean,
my,
even if you go to the same countries, it's still something to see and discover.
oh, sure. Yeah, because it's all new and.
Have you
and
met
different.
fascinating people in these Asian countries?
Oh, sure, but there's not really that much time to
get to know them?
To get to know them because the ship leaves in 18 to 24 hours. It's all container cargo and it's very mechanized, unloading.
Can
and-
you tell me maybe about one person that you met that really influenced you, or that made
Well,
a
let's
difference
see.
in your life, maybe?
Oh, gee.
I mean, somebody who was different than an American born.
Yeah, there's been so many people, but like I say, the time has been so short that
With them.
yeah, that there's.
What did you learn from foreigners that you couldn't have learned from American?
Oh, gee, you're asking me these heavy philosophical questions.
No, I mean, is there somebody that you made in Asia that you found different from an American, or you could have met him here?
Well, I like all different countries. You know, since I was born and raised in America, I can say that sometimes I get a little bored with it.
Yeah.
Because I know it so well.
But there's a lot of Asian people here. Are they different from Asian people that you meet in Asia?
Well, the ones that are born here
Yeah.
are, but the people who have immigrated here, they bring their culture with them, and they stick together. But going and seeing the people as they live in their own countries,
It's
you know,
different.
I enjoy it, and I just, it doesn't bother me. I just really like it. You know, I like Asia, and this time after I leave and go to sea and spend my 4 months, and I hope to get off in Singapore.
Do you think that Asians have something to teach the American?
Sure,
I mean,
everyone has something to teach Americans, but Americans are just a big mix of all
right,
kinds of
of all
people.
kinds of people, yeah. But since you go mostly to Asia, what did you see that was very important to you?
Well, I like a lot of Asian philosophy. you know, and Asians like our Western technology. So I might be able to tell them about how to fix certain machinery, and they might be able to provide me with information about have patience, you know, or
About what?
patience, you know.
Patience?
Patience. You know what patience is?
You mean like you can wait, and is that it?
I already have patience. I mean, that's one of my
Oh, they are very
traits.
patient,
Oh,
you think?
I think so. Well, not in the big cities. That's not.
Yeah, probably in little villages and stuff.
Yeah, in the smaller villages where Western civilization hasn't come in and brought a lot of pollution and things, people live the old way, and it's very
They take their time for it.
relaxed. Yeah, very relaxed, agricultural type of community, and or fishing community, and life goes on, and it's a lot more
But for a
relaxed.
person that raised in America to go to such a living would be boring because they used to the fast living, and they would get impatient after a week probably.
Yeah, but those are the people in the cities. You
Yes.
know. People in the country or who earn their living right from Mother Nature, whether it's farming or fishing or mining, they're the same the world over. They know that you have to have a certain rhythm in life to go for the long haul, and there's none of this, you know, drinking a lot of coffee in the morning to rush down to the office, and you know, it's more of a natural type of rhythm
Right.
that I see. Yeah.
But they do drink tea.
Pardon me?
They drink tea a lot.
Tea, yeah, it's not.
It's
such
not
a-
as strong, yeah.
Yeah, not so much caffeine. Yeah.
All right.
But
well,
they're learning our ways, you know. America is influencing the whole world, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, John, thanks for sharing whatever you wanted to share with us. So you're gonna go back and see tomorrow. I mean, in a couple days, right?
The middle of this next month, middle of November,
All right.
Yeah.
So bring me some interesting stories.
I'll send you a postcard.
All right. Thank you very much. So this was John Andersen, and he came and shared with us some of his experiences at sea. So here he is. Thank you very much.
Thank you.